This is Sicarius Dracus, Oxygen Not Included, Prehistoric Planet Pack number 23, and it is time to go and visit these places. Alright, well, let's start it off with some blueprints. Yay! 3 new ones. Oh, well, it's gonna take a second, of course. Oh, interesting. Already got it. Pants. There you go. Weird. Okay, so as promised, in this episode, we're going to work on this right here and turn it into a functioning rocket area so that we can use it over and over and over and make it do what we want it to do. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to set up the tiles here. We're going to set up a place for this stuff to go. Sorry. Oh, yep. So just a second. Okay, so let me describe what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so of course I'd miss. What I want to do is I want the steam from these to be captured and put into steam right here. So in here we're going to put a steam room, and then we're going to have a really hot, like we might even just have iridium gas pumps, right? Iridium gas pumps. One pump to rule them all. Should be able to pump steam to all 3 of these, and then we need to make sure that it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this amount of space, they're going to pump a whole bunch of steam. So we need to be able to hold that steam. And let's get all these things looking right. We're gonna drain this place and dig everything out of it. Okay, so we should get diamond here in a little bit, and we will watch for diamond in this rocket, and that should be good enough to let this thing go out there and fly. Oh, we're still waiting for databanks. This is also going to be very hot steam, so we can also create some steam turbines right here, 3 to 5 of them, and have extra power into our base just from the steam that's going on, and collect some extra water, which we can dump back in there to make steam when these rockets come back on. Yeah, so that seems like what my plan's going to be for the rockets. Oop. And then this is just going to be a really hot door. And then this is going to be our area where we're going to start working on steam turbines. Need to make sure that we can't, or that we're not going to let this through. So iron's pretty strong. We're just going to have a strong iron. Sedimentary rock might melt. Okay, great. We need to let them in here to do diggy tasks. I don't need that. They can get in here just like that. Maybe I should let them in so that they don't do anything here. These tiles here can pretty much be deconstructed now that I think about it. Excavate these, because, why not? It's going to become a giant room for steam. And then behind this, we're going to put back panels. Just dig this out for now. Let's take a look in here real quick. Looks like we don't have much. We got a good amount of plastic, but otherwise normal. Somebody's trapped. Ashcan is definitely trapped. So what we're doing here is we're going to fill this back panel splash. And we'll help him out up here. Yeah, I guess I could just put a door right here. Well, that might seem, it seems dumb, actually, to put a door right here. We'll just leave this alone right now. Oh, did I really mess that up? I didn't put any of these. No, not that one. Wait, build that splash. 100 kilograms of that left. So there also comes a choice in your life. Do you want to do a lot of work, or do you just want to dump all of this stuff down below? This is going to be a lot of cleaning work. I could once it closes up, I could just let oxygen in here, but then I would have to vent that oxygen when I don't need it anymore. We're just trying to have steam up in here. We'll let these guys do their thing here, and we'll come back to it in a second while we think about it. We're going to have to let the steam in here come into this room once we're ready. This is probably ready to launch again. If our guy no longer has any issues. All right. This seems to be panning out to be a really nice area for the tropical pacu. They sit into the water fort, and it gets them just enough happiness to keep going. Oh, we finally dug into here, and look, we have a cobalt volcano. So we need to throw a little volcano tamer on that thing and call it good. Volcano tamers are really easy to make, and then we'll have infinite cobalt. It's dormant right now, so let's go ahead and take advantage of it. They're also building, once they finish building this, then high priority will build one of these. And they're really easy to make. Like, it's pretty foolproof. So this is where the and luckily we have abyssalite here. So I'm gonna take advantage of that abyssalite. I don't have any steel. I could prevent it from ever doing a hot, very hot. This is not good enough. We can't do it with that. We might do it with iridium. Needs an aqua tuner. Well, we need to make the box regardless. So let's make the box. Okay, so we're gonna make the box, and that'll hold that for a minute. Printables, they're new and available. Barbecue, we got some extra food. How's our food doing? Over here, we are throwing as much as we can into this. What's our average per cycle? 135. 129, 103. I mean, you can't do bad for just like 2 steam turbines worth of power. That's all it's taking. This needs materials for we need more materials here. So we're going to deconstruct this, and then hopefully that'll get us some gunk back. 22. We've got a full thing of petroleum here. Hey, when you can't win with one way, try it again. Oh, he took that gunk. Dump that petroleum right in there. Very nice. This probably needs a don't go too hot button. That's an Atmos sensor, and I actually want temp. Yep. There's not a lot of steam in here, so I'm just going to flip this, and then we're going to let them go in here for a minute. And that'll let them work on this and start fixing it. Oh. Above. Do crack. This is not rotating, by the way. I don't know why it's not rotating. Maybe there's just one packet too many in here. Also, this is throwing its chill right here. So that might be chill. We might end up chilling down some water that we didn't intend to in here. Overloaded circuit. Y'all gotta stop dancing. Doop, 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 doop. Yep, yep, yep. And then copy settings. Boom. We'll keep this room nice and toasty. Of course, you're out of a critter stable. Yes. I actually see a so close. Like a way to have have 4 doors here. Maybe turning this area into a critter stable. I don't think I can reach this. Although if they build, they might be able to reach it. I don't know. We'll let them handle that. Too cold. You made more sour gas. What happened? Oh, I'm guessing that my radiant pipes aren't long enough. We'll fix that with that. Now there's nothing it can do but stay that cold. Ah, sigh. I mean, a whole bunch of it. Other hiccup with this problem, or other hiccup with this one, is that, sheesh, hot sour gas. Don't worry, everybody. I think we have temperatures well under control now. I mean, this is downright pleasant. Back up top here. I believe we finished this thing already, with the exception of this, which I don't even understand how they could not have. Maybe we're waiting on some igneous rock. Free igneous rock right here. And then we'll, for whatever reason, I am inclined to put a door right here. I would like to go in here. I'd like to be able to, maybe an airlock right here is the best path. That's gonna let in a lot of stuff. I can unlock, or I can destroy these. I also have all this stuff that we need to throw bin. All right, we're gonna close this right here. Make them clean this. I guess we could close this too. But we're gonna need some. We're gonna put a lock in right here, so they'll enter right here. There's our first lock. Here's our second lock. And now we have a lock in here. Problem is, I made the cleaning task very high priority. This cleaning task should be like a 6. Building should be very high priority. Ooh. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's not a ton. It's just a bit. I mean, some good temperature at it too. Another thing that we need to do is we need to dump a bottle, have a bottle opener dump its contents in here so that we can either make some steam or something useful here. Maybe we just drop all this water in here. We need to be able to soak the heat of this. Eventually we'll put a steam turbine in here and various other pieces. Liquid. Man, I could really go for some I could go for some gunk right now. We're not making enough gunk. Oh. Grams. Hey, okay, well, maybe we just turn this off for a minute. We'll turn that off for a minute, and that should give them the ability to make some gunk. Yeah. Oh, yikes. What do we got in here? Yes, I think that's we can get this down. Especially if I'm working on it with this. I think we're okay. Beep, beep, beep. What I'm doing here is I'm preparing this area just to try and get it colder. Get it back to a good normal temperature. Now it's in its own little area here. If I really wanted to, I could put in all right, we'll put in a stable right here. I don't know why they would ever want to go up there. I don't think any duplicate will ever go up there. Yes, I guess pump the carbon dioxide out of here. And then let's get us a station in here. Nice groomy station. This is all backwards. The grooming station should be like right here. It's fine. I guess we're just gonna I'm making more dew dripper. We have these here. Classic mistake. Classic mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a classic mistake. I have made the choice to put this in the wrong area. This one's fine, but I mean, it's not even really fine. Oh man, that is disappointing, everybody. Okay, classic blunder. Deconstruct this one. Should be able to see it down here. Ah, yes, I won't be able to put it there. So what should I do here? What should I call this one? How about I just move that here and deconstruct this one? Does that put this... Okay, still in our range here. Now we could plant megafrons as well. Yep. Okay, I can get to that stuff, and we got a nice little dew dripper farm going on right there. It's helping them survive. This thing's doing its thing. We do have enough for that. Have we put any? We put in some already in here. And they're getting pretty good at cleaning this. I need something hotter than like 200 or 300. It's got to be gunk. It just has to be gunk. Nuclear waste. It could be nuclear waste. Yeah. Why not? Does anybody have an errand? Yeah, let's try giving them an errand for this. If we fill it in, then we can start doing good work here. Eh. Well, I don't know where Ren is. Oh, we got some extra gunk right here. Ashgan. He's got that bottle. I see him running with it. Come on, buddy. Oh, buddy. Very nice. Okay, let's make a seal right here. Oh, and we still want them to deliver this, but that's enough for a seal here. Oh, you know what the other problem is that I actually want them... I want them to come with suits on. I don't want them to come in here without suits on. So it's going to have to come through here and then in. Really worried about that gunk sitting right here then. And we could make some naphtha. I mean, that is definitely a way to get past our issue here, our plastic issue. I want you to deconstruct this, and I want you to find me the plastic that you need to keep running this. All right. Oh yeah, we won't be able to use this bottle opener anymore either. Not my favorite way to do things, but this will be fine. All right. So now we have a lock in here, and we can open up this to Steam. We can also close this off right here. This should be able to grab us some Steam. Huzzah. New printables are available. Let's get that working. Poker shell. La, 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 da, da. Yep, sorry for being quiet. I'm just looking at all these things, and we're just observing this thing doing its thing. Welcome to Cycle 400. I'm digging out, like, we're trying to dig out these, all these things that are quite hot. I mean, we don't even need this anymore. Probably a lot of fun stuff right here. You checking back in on this? There's two we'll get the 2 megafrons going. We never had them build this. And then conductive wire. They're gonna need some conductive wire. Have them come in, fix that. That'll look great. We're getting close to 2. Let's see what this is doing. I bet if we stop with this overheating. Huh? How is it so hot here? Why is this allowing this? And what? Okay, rest. And that's pretty hot. 240. Oh, new blueprints for this week. What do we got? Sparkle gloves. There'll be more. These are going real nicely. And all of this peat is going to be real great for us because we're going to start cooking our peat in this room right here. We don't have coal, but we have peat. And in the kilns, let's put the kilns right here, because then I can put a sweeper right here and then destroy this thing whenever we want to do that. Whenever we're ready. No steel just yet. So we want to make coal, or we can turn coal or peat or wood into refined carbon. And refined carbon, as you well know, is what we need to make the diamond press stuff. Refined carbon into diamond. So we need to start kicking up our manufacture of this stuff pretty high. So another question is what does it take to turn peat into refined carbon? Can I turn peat into coal? Transitions to coal at 226. So if I keep a stockpile of peat in that hot engine room down there, we could probably just turn it into straight coal. It'd be a way to get around being a... But then if we mined it, then we would lose tiles of it. That's not great. And then 300 to 100 in a kiln. Let's see if is coal better. Yeah, coal is a better into refined carbon. So it actually makes more sense to take coal and do that. So let's see if we can trick the system. This is 174. What if we just take a storage bin like this of shale or something? Because I know it gets real hot over here. Oh, yeah, let's do it way over here where I know it gets really hot. Yeah, see, then we're going to take that hot temperature and we're going to see if we can cook a bunch of peat inside this storage bin. Yep. We're not over pressure yet. Nope. No. And then peat. It'll probably make a tile. But we're going to give it all of the peat. And we're going to heat that stuff up. and consequently cool this thermo aqua tuner down. We'll see if the peat to coal experiment works in one of the next episodes, right? Peat to coal. If we can go peat to coal to refine carbon, then the world is our oyster. Another problem that I already foresee right here is that we're not exchanging temperatures, probably. So we might need to do a metal tile. Like, we might need to make an insulated tile here. So it'd be like... Oh, a mesh tile won't do it either. It's got to be an actual tile. Watch this temperature rise. Rise, chicken. Rise. Temperature. State change. Yeah. I hate stable state changes. What if we drop a little bit on the ground? What if we just drop it onto the ground? This will definitely make a tile for sure. We're gonna leave this alone. We'll come back to it later, see if it does anything. A fungal spore, huh? Carbon dioxide eating. It sounds delicious. Nice little spot here for it. Backing up here. And then refined carbon, infinite. Nice. Great. This is probably going to get pretty hot. Okay. Next, we need to deliver the goods to the robot. We also have this thing going. The piping is working. Piping is working here. Let's let that in. Fuel these guys up here. I think it's due to that, maybe that piece of gantry. That means that this one's probably also a problem. Yeah. Do we have any more data banks? 592 units. Feed him the data bank. Do you have to get even closer? All right, we got some radiation vomiting. Time to send him home. How much did you do? Look at all that! You even don't even have any plastic left. You are good. Come on home. Boom. Charge this up. Make a bunch of steam here. Probably should close this door. Did you get your databanks yet? No. How do I get you to... How do I give you your databanks? Oop, there he goes. He is full. He is not fueled. We're still waiting on fuel. No big deal. We need to destroy this before he can go. No, I guess we're okay to go. Why is it that the ladders are now suddenly okay again? I don't know what that means. What that even means anymore. Let's deconstruct this stuff, get some steel back. I do not have a problem sending this one to go. So, little buddy, you have liquid cargo tanks. We are going to change you to the liquid one. That's this one. We have liquid Demolior debris. Yep. Oh, is that liquid though? But I don't think that's liquid. Am I not bringing home that? I would just be bringing home that. Okay, so one of the liquid ones needs to be fixed then, huh? Well, okay, so there's a trick, right? We can actually trick this thing. I don't think you can get ISO. So we need to swap this module for a different one. We need a physical cargo bay here. I think that's what's going to bring back the ISO set or ISO resin. And then we'll just set everything to everything here. You can put it whatever you want in here. It's good to go. I think if you're ready, go on. It didn't put any steam into this other room here. Okay. Then that means that we need to have a bunch of metal tiles here. I'm okay with liquid gold. I'm gonna tell myself I'm okay with liquid gold. And then we'll do one that has a high overheat. Liquid gold. Oh, if the liquid gold melts, then it'll fade into the background. See, we don't want it to melt. We don't need it to melt, so it's gotta be iron. Yeah. Okay, so then we're gonna put water in here, and then we're gonna heat it using the tiles here. I also want to close this off a bit. Something like that. Yay! In 50 seconds, we'll take a look at that. This one is ready to go with solids. So if I come across here, that should be the next set of data banks. Won't be able to walk across this. Maybe if I put it all the way up top, then they'll be able to walk across the drill cone. We'll do it like this. Yeah. I think it'll work. You are gas. We are going to change you to the gas Demolior. Molten. Wait, what? Oh, wait. This is liquid. This is also liquid. Does anybody see a problem with this? There's no gas one. Just molten. And I have planned for this guy to go to the other one. Here, go to that one. I had not planned for him to actually be here, so we need to go back over to back over to Saura. And I had gas canisters here. We need to swap these for liquids. Okay, now we have the 4 liquids that we need. And they won't be able to get back down here. Make all this. You have your full databanks. What are you expecting? 80? Nope, now you got them. We got 4 different liquids here. We got magma, iridium, liquid, and liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. So just to keep it all in one single thing, we're going to do magma, irid, high. And the thing is we must have already collected some of this because, and I guess the rest of them could be liquid oxygen. Well, boom, great. They can't seem to walk across this. I mean, we don't need that. We know they can walk across. You are fully solid, so you're going to go here, and you are molten, so you're going to go here. Ooh. New printables are available. I think we're going to maybe get a ulti. Let's get another duplicate for the just so that we can have the more gunk. Need a bit more gunk. Ah, geez, cat. Are you okay with your tiles? How many tiles can we do? We can do no tiles. Do you have Steam? You have Steam, but you can't go any tiles. Cat, my love, you cannot do. This one claims it is ready. It needs the diamond. As soon as it gets diamond, then... And I believe we can actually run this even with this. And then this one, we have granite. Oh, we have 4 things. They're all going to come back hot. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, I'm going to call this episode. We are pretty darn close to launching. I can actually start this if I really want to. We can go ahead and launch this. Needs to have it. It doesn't need to have its full diamond. Once it gets out there, it'll work with the amount of diamond it has. All right. We have no steam in here. We need water. All right. 2 out of 3. Not too bad. I think I'm going to let this thing go. Let's fly. And then this one's going to get digging over here. All right. See you in the next episode.